Hi, this is Christine with Cocoa Daisy, and today I'm going to share with you my setup for February using the Love Notes collection from Cocoa Daisy. And this collection is filled with beautiful watercolor hearts in all the ranges of pink and red. There's a bit of a Paris theme in here with cute little accents of pastries and sweets and an adorable little puppy dog. So I'm going to show you what I did this month with all of those elements. So I'm going to start out this month. I'm using my Kiki K planner, and obviously I picked it because it's pink and red and it's very Valentine looking, and I love the combination of pink and red. And so we did a lot of that this year. Next year I have a different take that I'm going to do on it, so I already have that in my head what I want to do for next year. So just telling you, it will be very different from this year. So I'm going to go over my pockets, which I always like to do with you. Last year, obviously we did a Valentine type of theme or love theme as well. And so I had these tags and this heart from last year, so I just recycled those and used those again. There's a few items that I pulled from my stash, the little macaroons there, and then our cute little doggy embroidery clip. He's from this year, as well as our cupcake and our envelope. So I put all of those in there, and then I've shown you before how I make the tags out of the pocket cards from our pocket memory keeping kit. So you'll see where I use a lot of those throughout. And then I also made this adorable little envelope, and I made that using this envelope template that was part of the Traveler's Notebook memory keeping kit. So that is a kit that we offer, and it has what we call a simple Dory booklet, and you can use this for memory keeping. Now what I did with mine is I did a couple layouts because I always include an instruction sheet in with the kit that shows you a couple of ways to kind of get started with the product and create a few layouts. But I actually have started cutting mine and then putting the rings through them and binding them almost like a mini album. So that's an option that you can do. So, and this postcard, well, I've got that here. Let me show you that. This postcard, because the name of the kit the collection is Love Notes, I thought it would be fun to include a postcard in a number of the kits. So we have this pretty little postcard that has kind of the Paris theme on that. So you can use that in a lot of different ways. So that was part of the collection. So anyway, that template that I mentioned that I made the little envelope from, again, that's from that is in the Traveler's Notebook memory keeping kit. And all right, and then I'm just going to go right on. And I say this every month, but for any of those new to Cocoa Daisy or new to my videos, I have a system that works really, really well for me, and I've kind of found my planner piece, so to speak. And so you see some of the same things that I show each month, but hopefully there's some new little twists that inspire you to try some new things. So I always start out with my weekly stripe pages. Oh, and this beautiful rose foiled vellum was part of the classified planner kit. And that's so pretty. I just used that to make a divider. So on these pages, on my weekly stripe pages, and I didn't add a lot of decoration, just kind of a few stickers this month. I thought that the macaroons all down the side were so pretty that I really didn't want to detract from that by adding a lot more. I stamped my dates, and then, like I said, just a few little stickers. But what I use this page for is to just kind of, every Sunday night I sit and plan out my week, and I will put in specific things that have to happen on specific dates, and then I go back and then fill in all of the other tasks that I know I have to do that week, and I try to basically kind of find a home for all of my to-dos by using this. It's almost kind of like a schedule brain dump, if you will. And then on my day, when I get to my dailies, I can kind of refer back to this, like, okay, it's Monday. As I start making my to-do list for that day, I can kind of reference the big things that I had thought of wanting to get done that day. And then on the backs of the pages, I stamp the days of the week. You could always use stickers for that as well. We have a lot of different sticker sets that have the days of the week on them. You could use stickers there. And then that's where I do my menu planning. And then I always just attach just a sheet of the notepad for my grocery list. So I can just kind of take that with me. So those are my weekly stripe pages. So again, just a few little stickers here and there. Nothing too fancy. And then you're going to see a few items in here that I mixed in that were part of the, we had a special order Valentine, a Simon Valentine add-on kit. He was not, for a number of years we had him kind of a large figure in our February kits. So we wanted to do something different this year, but we knew a lot of you still loved Simon, so we had done a Valentine or a Simon add-on. So that's what this is from. So I just have him again as another little divider. And then the week on 2 pages, so one of the things, I didn't add a whole lot to this. There's a few stickers, and then I did just a little bit of stamping. And I love the way it turned out. It's just a little thing, but sometimes those little things can really kind of just add a little something. So the stamp sets from the Traveler's Notebook Memory Keeping Kit and the Pocket Kit, and I apologize, I don't have them with I have the sample ones. I don't have a set that are printed, so you can kind of get an idea. If you go to our website, you can see the stamp sets come in the Pocket Memory Keeping Kit and the Traveler's Notebook Memory Keeping Kit, but they also come as a set of these 2 that you can purchase. But I used my stamps a little bit. So like this items of note, I had been using these pages for sketches, but I found I was sketching more in I have a planner just for sketching. I found that I was using that more for that as opposed to, so I thought, I'm just going to use these for just note taking, or if I need to write down some extra things or extra thoughts for that particular week. So I just stamped the items of note on there. And then there's this little sketchy heart that I thought was so pretty. And I just stamped that in red on a bunch of the pages, just kind of here and there and random. And I thought that was really pretty. Added a sticker, again, a little bit more stamping. And what I use these pages for is I do my memory keeping. I use the Simple Dory for kind of larger layouts that I want to do, but my everyday memory keeping I do in my Happy Planner. But one of the things that I always put off to the end is the journaling. So a way to keep track of my journaling is I will write that down on these pages. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, if there's a particular photo I want to make sure I add to my Happy Planner, I'll write that on there. And I'll just kind of write out the things that happened that day, maybe a little quote that someone said, and I'll fill that in. And then I can go back and reference this when I'm working in my Happy Planner. Something else I wanted to mention, these adorable little tab stickers. And they were, I think they were part of the planner add-on. I'm not 100% sure. But what they are is they're, when you peel them off, and they're a heavyweight cardstock sticker, so they're kind of like the same weight as a die cut would be, but they are a sticker. And they're a mirror image, so you can just use them as a tab anywhere that you want. Now, if you don't want to use them as a tab, one of the things that you can do, and I actually did this somewhere in here, is I needed another bow. So I just cut them apart, and then you can just use them as just regular stickers if you want to as well. So I thought that's something that we've started including just about every month now, I believe. So that was those. So you can see I have the little doggy one there. And again, more of just the little hearts all scattered around. A few little stickers. More little hearts. So I like to put the little, the tabs on the week pages so that I can just kind of flip to them easily. A few more of the stickers. And speaking of stickers, before I forget, I wanted to mention, so we now offer 4 sticker kits. And I thought I would just quick run through these a minute. So there is what we call the planner sticker kit, or just, I believe on the website it's just listed as a sticker kit. And this works really well with, like if you use an Erin Condren type of planner, this, or a smaller box type of planner, this works really well with that. I use, because they have so many other elements in them, I use kind of all of them with everything that I do, including my happy planner, my regular planner. I even use some of these pieces when I do my memory keeping in my Simple Dory. But so this will specifically work with that size though, is the Erin Condren. And our memory keeping sticker kit, this is the one that's designed to work more with the larger box spiral bounds, like a Happy Planner larger box, or I think it's just called the Happy Planner Large. So that will work better with that. And then we have a Daisy Weeks sticker kit, and this obviously will work with if you use a Hobonichi Weeks type of format, or our Weeks booklet. It will work with that as well. And then we have the Classic Planner sticker kit, and this works really well with the classic Happy Planner size. So that's the one that's a little bit smaller than the large one. Like if you've looked at my videos, I use the large size, so that will work with that. So just about any of your sticker needs, any of your planning needs, you can. We have a sticker set that will work. And again, as I mentioned, I have a ring bound, and I use them. I use all the stickers all of the time, so I use them in there as well. So then I'm just going to flip to, this is one of the printables, and you can see, and these are free. Go to the website under the digital downloads, and this set is free to anyone. And you can see where I've already cut out a lot of these and used them. I haven't cut out these yet, but those are the little sucker, and the pastries are so cute. So I used part of that one. And then there's always some little pattern sheets that you could use for making bookmarks, or you could punch shapes out of these. Squares, you could use these in a Happy Planner as well. So there's a lot of different uses for those free printables. So I printed that out. I have my daily schedule on there. I just used a little bow and a little die cut and put that on there. And then my notes section, I just added a little die cut. And then for my calendar page, again, I used that adorable little heart, and there's a little arrow that was also on one of the stamp sets. I stamped out a few things that I kind of need to mark off for a big part of it. So February is going to be busy. It's going to be a busy month, but that's okay because we're going on vacation, so I'm excited about that. And of course, the little doggy, these little guys were so adorable. So we have those in sticker form and die cuts, and I just added those on there. Another little die cut. And then this, I mentioned that I recycled some of the tags from last year. I did the same with this, this overlay. I thought that went well. So I used that one again. One of the cards from the Pocket Memory Keeping Kit. And I believe in the store, we have some of the whole Pocket Memory Keeping kits still available. And I think we have some of just the cards available listed. I'll check on that, but I believe we do. So if you wanted to order just the cards to go, like to use in your planner or in your Happy Planner, then you can get just those. So when you receive your the daily pages always start with this page facing up. And a lot of people don't like to just start with a random page because it's meant to be used as a 2-page spread. So what I do is I actually cover that first page with some pattern paper, and then that kind of helps you go into your daily setup. And the setup for the daily, it is set up as a 2-page spread, so you are meant to use it like this. So you've got your must-do, your calls, emails, and then the must-do, that's kind of the things that I know that day I've really got to make sure I do. And then the rest of my to-do list, scheduling would be things like dentist appointments, meetings, phone calls phone conferences that are scheduled, I will put there. This side you have your 15-minute pickup, which is something, if you don't do, it's a great thing to do to just try and help you keep on top of all of the messes in a house. Even if it's 15 minutes of putting away a load of laundry, or just taking 15 minutes to quick clean out the fridge because it's trash day. That's one I do all the time. And then your meals, you can write down what your meal is for the day. And then this area people use for a lot of different things. They'll use them as a gratitude area, for a journaling area. I use it a lot of times just to write out notes. If I think of something else that pertains to, say, a phone call that I'm making and I need to write down some things that I want to talk about, I'll throw that over in this section. And then I always make a little to-do card of things I need to keep reminding myself of that have to get done, that I keep putting off. I'll slowly unhighlight some of these. You know, sometimes they're on there for months, but hey, it's a goal and I work at it, and it's good to have it right in front of my face every day. This particular planner did not really have an area for me to put a notepad. So what I did is on the back of this, I just took a little clip and I added a few sheets, and then that way I have those handy if I need them. And then again, this is from the Printable, some of the alpha stickers from the Traveler's Notebook Memory Keeping Kit. I love that font. It's just such a fun kind of script-like font. And then I made a little tag, and actually I just I did a quick little process video showing how I made this tag. So you can check that out on Planner Fans. You can check it out on our YouTube channel. I've loaded it in my Instagram as well as the Cocoa Daisy Instagram. So you can check out how to make that little tag. Part of the reason I wanted to make that tag is so that I had a spot to put a few of my sticky notes. Again, to try and keep down the bulk. I didn't want to have the whole thing in there. I just tore off a couple of them, and then they're nice and handy. And again, these cards are all from that set from the Pocket Memory Keeping Kit. So I just added a little bow on the calendar. I like to have that. I thought that was such a pretty saying. I made a pocket using my Silhouette cutting machine. So I always have one of these every month. I like to be able to put my stickers in it. Then basically all I need to grab is my pencil pouch, which I have to show you the pencil pouch for this month. That is just, I think it's so pretty. It looks like a fashionable little clutch. I just love that bow on there. It's so pretty. And it has the rose gold hardware. That was part of the planner add-on, I believe. But so all I need is my pencil pouch and my planner, and I'm good. I have everything already in here. And even if I forget my pencil pouch, I can still really do any planning that I need because I have the little pocket with the stickers in there. Little Simon note card. And then for the bookmark, I wanted to do something that I did last month. So I cut out the bookmark using my Silhouette, and then I used some of the, I fussy cut some of these images from the free Printables, and then added them onto the pattern paper that I believe this pattern paper was part of the Traveler's Notebook Memory Keeping Kit. So I put that on there, and then raised just the puppy and the balloons up with a little, couple of the hearts with a little bit of foam adhesive. But then this side, last month I did this. I took my word for the year and I printed it on one of the the weekly stripe pages. And this is also another way, if you don't use all of your pages, this is a good way for you to use them up in a different way, and not feel like they're just sitting there and they're not being used. So think of them kind of like art. So I printed that out and I put that on the back of my bookmark. And then I punched a couple of the hearts from the leftover bit of the weekly stripe page that I didn't use for this area. I punched up the little hearts, kind of matched them up to the colors of the stripes and put them on. And then I thought it would be fun just to add a picture of me and hubby on there. Just it goes with the whole idea of what you should focus on, and then also because it's February, so you gotta have a kissy photo, right? So that is that. And then I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna show you my dashboards. I don't do a lot of decorating on my dashboards. I may sometimes put a little card on the back, but I tend to just like them, the art that they are. So this is my notes section that I've added. Yeah, aren't they cute? So our dashboards, if you purchase our dashboards, they come in a set with the A5 size and the personal size. And you get 6 of each. And I like to mix and match the sizes. Sometimes the smaller size I'll use on one of my bookmarks. So there's a lot of different ways that you can use them. You don't have to think of them as just A5 or personal size. You can mix and match them in a lot of different planners. So I use that adorable little puppy paper on the back of that one. And then my little subdividers. There's another one, some more of the pattern paper, and I believe this paper and this paper were part of the Simon Valentine kit. And this one, and then this is one of those free printable pages, and this is going to be Mr. Daisy's list for when he gets home. My honey-do list, ready for me to fill out. And the little embroidery Simon, he was also part of that Valentine kit. And then I have a heavyweight acetate kind of insert that I use to put my my pen loops on. And speaking of pen loops, I wanted to show you. So we have the pencil, this beautiful pencil with the little hearts on it. That was in the planner add-on kit, and it has the lovely rose gold accent, and that is a mechanical pencil. And then the pen, which I've tried every way I can to get a picture to show exactly how gorgeous this pen is, but you're really going to have to see it in real life to see how that color, because there's a bit of a shimmer in that color, and it's so pretty. So that is the pen, and that was part of the main planner kit. And this, a lot of times when you purchase a planner, you'll get a notepad that will come with it. And I wanted to just kind of spiff mine up, and I loved so many of the pattern papers this month that I thought, well, it would be neat to just kind of make a little cover. So what I did is I just used this, I believe this was from the planner kit, a piece of this heart pattern paper. I cut it to size, and then I just scalloped along the bottom of it just to kind of give it a little bit of a finished edge. And then I just adhered it with some washi tape just along the top. So it's easy to take off and change this if I want to, but it's just kind of a fun way to add a little bit of pattern over top. And it kind of protects these more thin, kind of fragile papers. So I have that there. And then a couple things that I wanted to show you. There was a stamp set in the planner add-on. And I wanted to mention this simply because it's a bit, I'm trying to think of the word, not interactive, because they're stamps, they're all interactive. You can layer them, that's what I'm trying to say. So like for instance, the cupcake, you can switch out the frosting to sprinkles. You can add, there's a little cherry, there's a strawberry, there's extra little sprinkles. So there's a lot of different things that you can do with this stamp set. You can change out, like this little bit right here is actually the filling in between the little macaroon pastries. So you can color those differently. So I wanted to mention that just so that you would know that there's a lot of fun things that you can do with this stamp, that you can kind of build your own little pastries. And then I wanted to show you these puffy stickers. So these back in November we did some leaf stickers like this, and they're this really neat kind of dimensional embossed, debossed stickers, and they're puffy stickers. And what I wanted to mention is that some of them are the same size and mirror images. And what that means then is that you could actually take two of them and sandwich a clip between them and make a fun little planner clip. So there's a few of them that are the same size and a mirror image so that you can put those together. And I think that's it. That is it for this month. I think I hit everything that I wanted to hit, and I hope you enjoy this kit through the month. I hope you enjoy the fun. We don't do a lot of pink kits, so it was kind of fun to do one that's a little bit more on the super girly side. So have fun with that, and I will see you all next month.